Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all of you. I'm so happy to be here, so honored to organize this conference, the first global conference about Yemen in the Fordham University. First of all, dear sisters and brothers, I would like to welcome all of you who are participating in today's conference. It is critical importance that we meet to discuss the situation in Yemen. We have taken special care to include participants from inside Yemen and outside Yemen, from inside US and also outside US, in order to integrate the most serious and in-depth views and proposals about how best to bring peace to our country. So, without more ado, I'd like to thank all of you for coming together to help us find solutions to one of the worst humanitarian crises in recent history. I want to thank my noble sisters, Judy Williams from US, from America, Shirin Abadi from Iran, Lima Boy from Liberia, and our great first elected Democrat president of Tunisia, Dr. Mansour al-Marzouqi. So thank you all for coming. I'd also would like to thank Center on National Security at Fordham University School and Mrs. Karen Greenberg, the director of the Center National Security, for co-organizing this event with the International Tawakkol Karman Foundation and for the extraordinary support given to this conference. For decades, the people of Yemen struggled to transform the country into a truly democratic society. Then came the Arab Spring, and it gave people hope that their dreams for freedom and good governance could become a reality. A peaceful revolution swept across the country and forced out the regime of Ali Abdullah Saleh, who had controlled the country for more than 33 years. As Yemen started transition toward democratization, it had the support of the international community, and the country led a successful national dialogue that resulted with the draft constitution. However, a few months before the end of the transitional period, the Houthi militia, with the allies with Ali Abdullah Saleh, carried out the coup. A coup occupied the capital of Sana'a and placed the elected president, prime minister, and other ministers under house arrest. Following this development, a war broke out, and an Arab coalition led by Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates intervened under the justification of resorting the legitimate government of Yemen. The coalition had the opposite effect. The coup and the war resulted in an unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe, the worst man-made human disaster in recent history. Thousands of civilians, particularly women and children, were killed and injured. Epidemics spread, and the country's infrastructure was destroyed. Today's Yemenis suffer from the war and the subsequent lack of basic services and security. Women bear the brunt of the abuse and struggle to care for the lives of children and the most vulnerable. Yemenis strongly call for an end to this war, the end of the Houthi-led coup, and for an end to Saudi and UAE intervention. The internationally recognized government must be restored, and the country must be open for reconstruction. It is also important to strengthen the peace agreement led by the United Nations. Since the Arab Spring, the international community has remained united in strong commitment to the unity, sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of Yemen. Today, dear sisters and brothers, we will open the floor to discuss about what is really happening in Yemen. For many reasons, is to raise awareness about the root causes and conflict. Also, to address human rights violations and the dimensions of the humanitarian catastrophe and the impact of the war on Yemeni women and children, as well as the response of women's organizations to the crisis. To engage civil society and other key stakeholders across all sectors to help Yemen. And also to discuss potential solutions that will support Yemenis to build lasting peace, highlighting the essential role of women in the peace building. So I open the floor for the discussion, but before that, I want also to thank my colleagues who make this conference happen. Ibrahim Katabi, the event organizer. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Tilma Vayal from the Permanent Secretariat of the Nobel Peace Laureate Summit. Jennifer Fenton, the responsible of media. Juliet Dittiser, and many, many other, and also Rachel and Liz from Nobel Women Summit, and again for the Karen Greenberg, the director of the Center on National Security at Fordham Law. Thank you so much.